Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Reading. This is Lenore and today I'm going to read your tea leaves. If you've been here before and seen other videos, you might notice that we have a little bit of a different setup, trying different things and seeing what works best. And yeah, so I thought I would just try a different look. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started and just mention also, if you enjoy these videos, if you're interested in tea reading, just here for a little entertainment or whatever, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I love hearing from you. I've had some really sweet and interesting comments and messages on YouTube and on Facebook, and I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. And yeah, I really enjoy the time I get to spend with you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the cup facing to the right, and we're gonna spin it 3 times counterclockwise towards the heart. I'm kind of in a different location now, so it's going to be a little shorter of a turn, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, and tap, 2, 3. Okay. Now, I always have trouble with the framing of the cup, so hopefully I'll get this in focus and I will get it framed correctly. It's like on a different side of me now, so you'll have to bear with me. Okay, let me get my little stick ready. Okay, let's see what we have. And if you hear crumpling paper or anything like that in the background, that is my cat squishing my Halloween decorations. He thinks that they are his pillows. Okay, let's see. Well, now here, I immediately see this symbol, which is very clear. It looks like an S, okay? So, I'm already thinking that this is probably going to have to do with somebody with an S initial. It might be somebody with like a describing word that starts with an S, maybe slim or snaky or shy, something like that. But I'm getting the feeling that it might be kind of, it might be an initial. Okay, so let's kind of just keep looking around here. Okay. And immediately I'm seeing this figure here. It looks like a human figure to me. It kind of almost looks like a witch with a hat, and they're riding a broom here, which is very timely because Halloween is coming up right around the corner. And actually, a few videos ago, I had another kind of Halloween scene. This is also interesting to me too because my daughter, who's 2.5, she watches a show that they have a witch on there, and she decided to be a witch for Halloween. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so now, so a witch can have a lot of different connotations, right? I tend to, for my own personal understanding, my own personal relations to the idea of a witch is something more along the lines of a holy person, a practitioner of folk magic, or magic that magic or science, that medicine that is to benefit the community around them. Oftentimes so-called witches or medicine women type archetypes were, they specialized in women's health, you know, all stages of health for women, and also just as most kind of holy people, divine people, spiritually inclined people, they often seem to be people who are kind of outliers within the community. Not necessarily that they're driven out, but because of the necessity for study, for time, a lot of solitary time, a lot of time being educated, educating themselves, and just practicing within their work, they become kind of outliers in the community, physically and socially. So when I see a witch, I don't think so much of like a spooky, bad luck, you know, bad dark magic, that type of thing. That I don't relate those two things. I relate somebody who is somebody who comes into your life and helps guide you. Maybe you're that person. Maybe you're a healer. Maybe you provide counsel to people. As I mentioned, folk magic, which could be anything, you know, really, but anything from kind of divination, kind of like what I'm doing, having some kind of counsel for love matters, health related, folk remedies, things like that. I mean, you know, it could be all kinds of things. Trying to commune with passed on people or other entities, that kind of thing. All types of stuff. But a lot of times it's about like spiritual clearing, and a lot about health. So I think that this figure is letting me know that it's such a large figure, and it's in the central portion of the cup, that this is going to be who we are focusing on, okay? And I don't know yet that if that's you or if that's somebody coming into your life, if this is going to be, or maybe this is your necessity to seek out this kind of support right now, okay? So let's kind of keep looking. And so that could mean that somebody is going through a change in their life. There might be some kind of, you know, disturbance, health issue, something where we're going to need the support, or to support somebody else. Okay, let's see. No. This one here, it looks like it looks like a bowl that kind of goes from the middle over into the edge here. So this one is I think it's over a long period of time. So there's a lot of this, now a bull, as we know, is a male cow, okay? So, but this to me is an indicator of strength, leadership, somebody who is maybe the head of a family, and I'm getting the sense that this person's older, at least in the middle of their, you know, middle-aged, in the middle of their life, okay? And I think that probably this is going to be a health issue with them. I think that they're, you know, bullheaded, and that's where that term comes from, right? Strong-willed. They are set in their ways. Maybe they have been ignoring the health issue that I think over time has kind of gotten worse, right? And so I see this symbol here, which looks similar to a pyramid or a triangle. And I think that we're getting to kind of a peak, and there's going to be, if there hasn't already been recently, a situation where the health issue has become very evident, not only to the person who is suffering from it, but I think also it's been made more clear to the family around. And I think that probably your position in this scenario is that you are not this bold person with the whole, or with a health issue, excuse me, that you are probably going to be somebody that's going to help support them in seeking some kind of treatment, maybe lifestyle change, something that they really haven't wanted to do, but now they're getting to a point where they're not feeling good. It's really affecting their lives, and you have been made aware of that, as well as I think probably other family members. Okay. So I think that this is really telling me that it's a important time to not just dilly-dally. It's not a time to wait and see what happens. It's not a time to, you know, reserve your opinion or just, you know, keep quiet, don't want to interfere. I think this is a time when you really need to kind of step in. And I'm seeing these figures here that look like they're in flight. And, you know, that is telling me that this is an issue that really needs to be resolved. And if not resolved, there needs to be an initiation of, you know, seeking out some kind of medical expertise, going to the doctor, getting a diagnosis, figuring out how you're going to manage and control whatever is going on. But I do think, although I don't see that it's going to cause something like a death, you know, imminently, I think that it definitely is something that could get worse pretty quickly. So, and it's just, you know, basically your quality of life, the person who is ill, their quality of life will go downhill. Okay. And that's already become kind of noticeable. So let's see what else we have here. I'm trying to look at this. I have a new angle on my camera. So it looks even different than usual for me. And you know, really I'm just seeing that with the positioning of a lot of the leaves to be in this area, and they're all kind of on one side, if you can see here, they're all kind of on one side of the cup, which I think, which tells me, and how I perceive this, is that there's been a big shift, okay? And this is a really kind of important message. I think that this is something that, and look, we all kind of do it. We sometimes just try to ignore how we feel, or when we see somebody we love not feeling well and it's happening more and more, and maybe they're not telling us, maybe we're just kind of seeing that happen, and we don't want to step on any feet. We don't want to make them feel bad. You know, we don't want to get involved where they haven't invited us to be involved, right? But at some point, sometimes we have to, and we have to just, you know, get in there and and make sure things get done. And if that means helping with domestic things, household things, making sure that they know that if like they needed a surgery or something like that, or some kind of treatment, that you would be there to help them, you know, navigate that, do the mundane tasks for, you know, to help them be able to go and do those things. So, now I wanted to talk about this right here. This here looks like it looks like an owl, okay? And it looks like it's almost going to be in flight, although its wing is not out. I see that its legs are kind of dangling there. And for me, I think that means that really this is something that you have been watching, you've been keeping tabs on, and I think that maybe you've already kind of thought about what the plan would be, okay? And you've already kind of thought, I'm probably going to be one of the people that needs to really step up to help. And I think that, you know, now is a good time to start putting that plan into play, okay? And, you know, just being a good support and trying to stay calm. This is what I always I have to remind myself, right? That I have to stay calm. Don't make anybody more upset than they already are, because I have a tendency to overreact a little bit. And I also am just so task oriented. I really, as I get older and older, I just need to have things planned out, and I can be a little bit pushy and need to know, you know, dates, times, you know, input from everybody so I can organize it. And, you know, sometimes that can stress people out. So I think we just, you know, got to think about tempering those anxieties, not making the situation more hectic than it needs to be. And, you know, not, the other part of it is not overemphasizing, if this is like a scary health thing, not making it super dramatic, okay? Like just kind of trying to be supportive, but don't dwell in, you know, the sadness of it. Don't dwell in the anxiety of it. Don't make them feel like it's worse than maybe they are taking it, right? It's serious, yes. It needs to be evaluated and taken care of, but no doom, no, you know, no whatever, dwelling in the bad news of it all. That is not helpful for you or for anybody, right? So I perceive that as being something to really keep in mind, okay? And then let's see. Yeah, I have a feeling that it's really it is a serious issue, but I don't think it's like, I don't think that it's, you know, it's not, it doesn't seem like it's like a cancer type of thing. I think this is kind of more of something that can be dealt with lifestyle, hopefully. And, but I'm not a doctor, and please don't think that I'm giving you any kind of medical advice. My advice is that the message I'm getting is make sure your person goes and sees a doctor, okay? And, you know, just really support them. But I am seeing that I don't think that it's something that, you know, it will be something that they already kind of have an idea about. And I think that maybe you already kind of have an idea as well. But it's going to be it's hard news. It's hard for us to hear anything. I recently, was diagnosed with high blood pressure, and that's hard. That's hard to, you know, but it's not the end of the world, and I just need to deal with my lifestyle choices, you know, and that's the biggest thing, right? So got to stick to that. Okay. Yeah. So that, you know, that's what I'm seeing. Be proactive, you know, and don't let your person put it off for too long. Okay. Nobody likes going to the doctor, especially when you think that something's going on, but we have to, right? We have to take care of ourselves. So, okay. Thank you so much. I'm sorry it wasn't like better news, but I think that it's still going to be manageable, totally. So it's not terrible news. It's not great love news either, but it's, you know, sometimes that's what the universe has to say. And so if that resonates with you, please come back and let me know. Comment. Again, like the video, subscribe, comment anything you're thinking. If you saw any different symbols in there, if you know, just got onto a different train of thought, I would love to hear about it. The other thing is you can come find me on Facebook. I'd love to hear from you there. I'm also on Instagram, and that's Ula of the Tea. And yeah, that's, I'm so thankful to have you coming back. I'm so thankful if this is your first time. And just always so honored to be able to deliver these messages to you. Okay, thanks so much. Have a great day.